Hello and welcome to our podcast where today we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of a movie that's probably should be, not remembered because it's pretty bad, but we'll get to that. I am your host, Detective Artemis.
And I'm Journey.
And this is Drink to a Decade. Cheers, man.
Cheers. Wow, so is this isn't the oldest movie we've done, is it?
No, I don't think so because we did Friday the 13th and Empire Strikes Back.
And those are
also 40th anniversary.
40th. Okay. So this is not the oldest. Okay.
All right. So before we dive into it, have you seen this movie prior from the other day?
Yes.
You've seen it before?
When I was younger, I watched it. I mean, I was a huge, still am Robin Williams fan.
Yes.
And I had to watch this one, and it's different watching it as an adult.
Okay. How did you like it as a kid? Did you even like it?
No, I liked it. I thought it was funny for some reason, and I enjoyed it. And,
right.
As a kid.
Yes.
As a kid.
Thank you for clearing that.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that you've seen it with your new adult woke vision and perspective, how do you feel about it now?
I had to pause it halfway and come back to it the next day. Came back to it the next day. They took it off of Amazon Prime from free. So I had to go download it because I wasn't going to pay for it.
Right.
And then I downloaded it, then finished it. And I think I lost a couple of hairs. I might be balding now. It was extremely irritating. It was annoying. It was cringy. It's exactly what I remembered, but also at the same time, not the way I wanted to remember it.
So it's like a glass shattering thing,
Yeah, this wasn't nostalgic. It was just.
It's just
what the fuck.
It's
what
just
kind
bad.
Kind of like when you revisit something when you were on drugs, and you're like, I remembered it better when I was on drugs.
Exactly.
That's how it was. That's what it was for me. It's, probably should have watched it on drugs.
I tried to watch it while drinking, and it wasn't helping. In fact, it was kind of making me sober up a little more because I was trying to make it make sense. And it makes sense.
Drinking game would have been better with a drinking game. We've talked about it before. Things are better with a drinking game. No, this probably won't.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to waste that on such a fun game, such a terrible movie. Well, I remember hearing about it as a kid, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like Popeye, like an actual live action Popeye with Robin Williams.
Yeah,
I know who Popeye is. I just didn't know that Robin Williams did a movie about it. Yeah. So I saw it, and even as a kid, I'm like, "This is fucking weird." Like it feels like real people acting like cartoons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in some way, don't you find that kind of like exactly what filmography should be? Kind of like grabbing whatever inspired it and making it live action.
I get that, but
life with people.
I guess it was a different time, but looking at it then, and even 15 years ago, it was just really weird to see, and it didn't translate well, I guess, and it could have just been an animated movie, but obviously they didn't have the budget for it at the time. But yeah, dude,
because when he punches the octopus and you see it fly away, all these little how they kept fumbling around, or dancing or walking. Oh my god!
Like
little drunk babies wandering around this little harbor. I mean, that's all from the cartoon, and seeing it in real life, it doesn't feel right. It's kind of like we've talked about this before. How anime is hard to translate into live action because it's too fantasy driven. So to try to harness that fantasy into a live action, you need the human element.
Yeah,
and that's what this movie was lacking. It was extremely cringe and hard to watch as an adult, especially 40 years later, since now we're spoiled for how movies are.
Right.
But
not even just that though. I'm pretty sure that when this movie came out in 1980, people were they didn't like it either. It was just so fucking weird.
Oh man, maybe people liked it. I mean, well, at least maybe, I don't know.
Well, the thing about this too is that
people received movies differently back in the day.
The thing about this too is that we seen the cartoon, so we know that Popeye would use the spinach to get all roided up and stuff, right?
Exactly.
He didn't do it in this one because
until the end though.
Well, he didn't. Well,
to the end of the movie, he did. Yeah, his dad was trying to tell him. It was like, hey, our family has always been strong because they ate their spinach. He's like, no, I hate the spinach. At the end, the fat dude, I keep forgetting his name.
Bluto.
Bluto forces the spinach down his throat, and that's how he finishes the movie. Punches out the octopus and punches him out and turns him yellow. There you go.
Okay,
What
fine, but
happens? It's there.
we see it before though when he's fighting. Was it Oxheart, the dude in the ring?
The boxing dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets super strengthened. Like he like spins his little pipe and all that stuff.
He does the little.
He cranks his arm.
His arm.
But yeah, like so he gets strong before using spinach, and because in the comic strips that where it was from originally before the cartoon, he didn't really do the spinach. It was the cartoon that really like made us in like that Popeye takes spinach, just like in like
out arms and everything.
Yeah, so it was more. I guess it was more faithful to the original comic strips than it was to the cartoons that people came to know. So. Even then, I thought it was kind of weird.
It's hard to bash this movie because, like, one, it's the person that's in it, the star of the show.
We all love Robin Williams,
and also because it's like it's just a different era. It's like we weren't even born yet.
No,
I'm 89. Wait, you might have been born in
like no, I'm forever 25. So
you're
it's
the
all
old
good.
guy here.
88. It's not that old. All right, so it's Robin Williams, so we can give him a free pass. And honestly, he looked really weird with blonde hair. Did he?
So when I read up, I think this was the first or the second movie he was in.
Yeah, I saw that too. It's apparently his first starring debut in like a movie. And it was Popeye.
And he's not naturally blonde, of course.
No.
Not, but and he reminds us of somebody we know.
Yes.
Yes.
My wife said, and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, you're right. I can see it now. And now every time I see this person.
Of Zach.
Okay, now, well, cat's out the bag.
That's okay. Yeah, there you go. Young Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, so it was great.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, so that's the youngest we've ever seen him, and like we've seen him younger in other movies before too.
Oh, and also, in oh my God, Morky Mindy, the show where he was an alien, he came as an egg.
Yeah,
I think that was his.
I haven't seen that in a very long time.
Well, Robin Williams,
that was his youngest.
A lot of people don't know this, but like Robin Williams changed a lot about like sitcoms and like television stuff because he would always be moving around when they're like filming them. And the directors would be like, "Oh my God, like this guy can't stand still. I gotta get him." But he's just like, "Oh wait, I'm Robin Williams. I'm a hot dog." Yeah, so they had to like make a camera that like specifically made for him to be tracking all his movements, so people would be sliding and stuff. And that's still used today in like modern television,
just to track his ass
because of him, because he couldn't stand still.
Yeah, okay, that's
amazing.
Sense. Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Oh, dude, also olive oil.
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall. That was the same year she did Shining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a big change in like quality of movie.
Exactly. Wait, so did Shining come out first or Popeye?
It was The Shining.
That came out first.
Yeah.
I mean, she must have shot it both around the same time. Maybe she shot The Shining first.
I'm assuming The Shining took longer to shoot, especially with the Kubrick making it do the same take 1 billion times.
Right.
Breaking them down. But it's funny too because apparently like Robin Williams was considered to be to play Jack Torrance in The Shining.
Really?
So him and then like Shelley Duvall.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of funny.
And but then they also did more stuff after that though. Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall, they did some like Disney stuff afterwards, some TV show stuff.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, dude. So 1980, 40 years ago.
40 years ago.
That's pretty fast. What's your favorite Robin Williams movie?
I knew you were gonna hit me with that question.
I was gonna say it for later. But like I want to ask you now.
Dude, I don't know. I made a whole entire list of everything.
You have a list.
I made a list of all of them, like all the stuff. Honestly, like I guess because it's so close and dear to my heart, it's gonna be Hook. It's gonna be Hook. I don't know. He plays fucking Peter Pan, as an adult, and just I watch it at least once or twice every year. I do. It's got to be my favorite.
What do you think about Dustin Hoffman as Hook?
No. He was brilliant. No, I think he was brilliant. Especially when the hair comes off, like the whisker pulling. Like he was amazing in that too. Best and only Hook we've seen. Well, no. Have you seen
the Peter Pan movies since then?
Yeah, there's been some other ones since then. There was a bald. No, that wasn't him either. That was Hugh Jackman playing some other character. No, there was another Pan movie. You should watch
there was.
It's a recent one. Where
we actually saw it. Not you, me, but like my wife and I. We saw the early 2000s one.
It's like before Hook turns into the captain.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of something else.
And it was Blackbeard.
Yeah, there's been a few.
It's Pan and Return to Neverland. I don't know.
Anyways, so what's the Robin Williams movie you don't like, if there is one?
I don't know. I'm looking at this list and I do find that okay. So there are some movies which I don't like. It's not that I don't like it
Or your least
of like
favorite, I
like
guess.
like it's. I don't think I have a least favorite. Like maybe 1 Hour Photo. Maybe
I haven't even seen that one.
1 Hour Photo where he plays like the psychopath. Is it? I'd say, but like my least favorite because I can't think of like any like bad ones.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I don't like Flubber. Am I? I feel like I'm probably in the minority of that.
You are definitely in the minority, but like
It was okay, but
why?
I didn't like it.
Why?
I don't know. It just didn't connect with me. It is no Jumanji, and it is definitely no Mrs. Doubtfire. It didn't sort of leave that lasting like impression on me.
Okay, that's true. I mean, but Flubber was adorable. The robot was adorable. It's a Disney. It's a shit. I don't know. I can't really argue, man. I can't really argue, but it's
like
not terrible.
It's okay. I guess I don't like it. But like I forgot about this movie too. And
there's gotta be worse ones.
Yes, there is. And Kate just brought it up, and I completely forgot about it. Bicentennial Man.
Oh fuck yeah, shit. There you go. I'm changing my answer. Bicentennial Man. There's that one. So there's another one which a lot of people hate and they bash, but I personally like because it's a theme that I like, and it's I always get the name wrong. What Dreams May Come.
Yeah, really like looking for his wife in like heaven or something, right?
In hell.
Well,
no,
hell.
because their kids died in an accident or something, and then he passed away. And so when he goes to heaven, a bunch of angels tell him, like, hey, so your wife got super depressed when you died, and well, she committed suicide. Hey, you commit suicide, you go straight to hell. But she doesn't belong there. So they was like, you're gonna go down there and fetch her out. So like a lot of people bashed it because it was like a whole lot of green screen and like it wasn't properly done. But I personally liked it because it was like a different. I don't know. Whenever he plays serious roles, it's like I pay more attention to him.
Right.
It's like it's out of his norm, kind of like when Jim Carrey does like Number 23.
Oh my god.
And it's like this is weird, but also at the same time, it's intriguing.
So who do you think plays the better serious role, Jim Carrey or Robin Williams?
Robin Williams. Dude.
Okay,
Good Will Hunting, Dead Poet Society.
Captain, my captain.
Captain, my captain. Like, yeah, he plays the better roles.
Dude, do you know apparently like he was supposed to be cast as Joker in the Michael Keaton Batman because they were trying to like court Jack Nicholson to play Joker because he was the person they had in mind instantly.
After Toys, in Toys, doesn't he play kind of like a? Wait, you said Joker? Because I think he's more of a Riddler.
He was supposed to play Joker.
Because he's more of a Riddler.
Okay. Can I finish?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So they were trying to court Jack Nicholson because they had him in mind for the role. And Jack's like, nah. Mm-hmm. So like, all right, fine. They looked at those people and they got to Rob Williams. Rob Williams was like, yeah, I'll do it. Hell yeah. So they're getting ready to like negotiate and everything. And Jack Nicholson's like, I'll do it now. as long as they get that royalty like for the toys and shit.
Yeah.
He made a ton of money off of that.
Okay.
And that wasn't the last time that like he got screwed over because apparently he was going to play the Riddler in Batman Forever.
Okay. Good.
They wanted to get Jim Carrey. He was like, no, same shit, dude. It's fucked up. But I would love to see Robin Williams as a Joker. Back then.
No. I think he's a better Riddler. Like, I think he would be a better Riddler. No, you don't agree? You think he'll be a better Joker than a Riddler?
I don't think he'd be suited to either of those roles unless you're going for the campy.
Like
For Riddler, for sure. But I would love to see what Tim Burton would do with like his vision of Rob Williams as a Joker at that time.
Okay, Robin Williams as a DC villain or Batman villain. Which one would it be? Who do you think he would perfectly land in?
As a DC villain?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to stick with Batman villains because they're the better ones.
Yeah, Batman.
Kite Man?
Condiment Man. Condiment Man. Oh, that's an actual thing.
Yeah.
I would say, what was it? He was in Gotham too. It was I think he was like the pig man. He wore a pig. He wore a pig face.
Oh my god!
Pig head.
Was it Oink? Not Oink. Crap. The dude like I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he was like super genius.
He was also in Arkham Knight.
Yeah, he was.
Professor Pig.
Professor Pig, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something Pig.
I don't know, dude.
But he was like super smart, and I think you could pull that guy off.
I don't know about that one. Oh no. Okay, forget Condiment Man. Forget Professor Pig. He's gonna be was it Egghead?
I don't remember.
Or Eggman? Egghead? I think it was Egghead. From the Adam West one? No?
No,
Dude,
that's
okay.
not familiar to me.
Never
It's not
mind.
familiar. All right. Oh, never mind.
So, yeah. Favorite Robin Williams movie for me would obviously be Mrs. Doubtfire. That
This is
is
that fire.
probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
So, Dead Poet Society was dope for me. That one, and weirdest movie he's ever done that I watched that kind of like fucked me up when I watched him that he was in was World's Greatest Dad. Yeah, World's Greatest Dad.
Dude, that was in my queue for like 6 years and I never seen it.
Bro, it's so disturbing.
Is it?
It's basically a single dad that raises his son. His son's like some weird freakish loner. Ends up dying because he was doing autoasphyxiation.
Oh,
Erotica.
asphyxiation.
I can't say words English. Yeah, so he dies during
Asphyxiation.
that, and he discovers his son in the closet dead, and so he's like, I can't let my son's memory go out like that. So he fakes his son's suicide, and he's like a failed like writer. So he writes the most epic suicide note that like makes his son famous. It's crazy. It gets really weird and I don't know, I gotta say it's slightly sadistic.
You know, hearing about that, like, he's done a lot of movies with like suicide undertones to it.
Mhm.
That's a little scary.
Would you
Like,
think
like
it's
you
kind of like
think about now, right?
yeah, kind of like what was
Like
it,
a hindsight?
a hindsight to it. I mean, he's always struggled with, which is probably the most depressing part of it. He's always struggled with depression. It's always been a thing it's been there, and he's talked about it before.
Yeah, comedy is pain, man.
But nobody really listened.
Yeah.
Nobody really listens. So that's the most depressing part of depression, that most people won't hear those cries. And so like those undertones were always there. I mean, What Dreams May Come, like World's Greatest Dad, like that kind of stuff is always like, it's been there.
Right. And even like in Angriest Man in Brooklyn too, with him and Tyrion.
Yeah, and that was about a year before.
Yeah, it was like one of his
his
last
suicide.
movies.
His last movie, he was a dog. Yeah.
Which
What
was that?
Absolutely Anything. It's with the guy from Shaun of the Dead.
Simon Pegg?
Yeah, Simon Pegg. So Simon Pegg gains. So aliens give Simon Pegg godlike powers to do whatever he wants.
Okay.
And one of the things he does is he gets his dog to talk, and the voice is Robin Williams. It's a really good one. It's a really good one. You want watch it. It might be still on Netflix.
All right. You said it's called Dog?
Absolutely Anything.
Oh, okay. Why I think his name was Dog.
But
Dog
he plays
God. It's backwards.
Ah.
This is what we do over here.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Dude, so going back to Popeye.
You were going back to
'Cause
Popeye. Dude,
I'm gonna be honest,
honestly,
I
I
didn't
didn't even think we were to talk about it. Like,
I
this is
know.
more of a Robin Williams thing than
This
than
is
a
more of a
Popeye.
Rob Williams thing, but I feel like there's some more ground for me to cover Popeye. I didn't finish it.
Oh,
I left-
no wonder you didn't know about the spinach.
Yeah, because it's like I was trying to watch it the other day, and like I tried to watch it now before we started, but like the other night I was like an hour and something minutes in. I'm like, I can't finish this movie, dude. I'm fucking tired.
Like I said, I came the next
this movie
day.
this movie does not need to be 2 hours long.
No,
all this stuff.
No,
But I'm gonna
but I mean, they had the money behind it. I guess they must
Yeah.
have. It was a Disney. Yeah,
it was
thought it was Disney.
it was part of it. Yeah.
yeah. No, it was a Disney film. It's a Paramount and Walt Disney production.
But I remember as a kid, I've always liked Wimpy. He's always eating burgers all day. That's just his life. He just eats burgers.
I think he was more famous than Popeye.
And then in this movie, he trades off Swee'pea for some fucking burgers. I want that life.
I want that life too. Just I love that we just sat down, pulled up all the condiments, and just stared at him until he forked it over.
Yeah, and then like he had this whole tab at the fucking restaurant where it's like, all right, dude, you can like be like, I'll pay you back later because you fucking owe us a ton of burger money.
Well, the song "I'll pay you Tuesday for a burger today." Yeah. I was like, no, get the fuck out. I'm not giving you food.
Like, as a scumbag, but I liked him.
No, he was dope. And like even today, there's still memes of showing him around like holding a burger. I've seen memes of it.
I wonder what he would think about today's burgers.
Disappointing.
What is your favorite burger place right now?
Favorite burger place right now? Fuck. I go to In-N-Out more often, but my favorite burger place was Cali Burger.
Okay.
Which the only one I know is in Pasadena.
That's too far from here.
Yeah. But the burgers are like at least 2 times, 3 times better than In-N-Out.
I think In-N-Out's like a little overrated.
Well, it's because it's better than McDonald's, better than Jack in the Box, better than the other fast food joints around our block.
Their fries are absolute dog shit, though.
Yeah, but they're natural though. They actually
Naturally dog shit.
They actually grab potatoes.
They taste like the least real of like all the fries I've ever had.
Well, because the other ones are frozen. This one's actually
It tastes weird.
Because it's real potato. Have you never tasted a real potato?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, then there you go. It's real potato fries.
I don't know about that. Anyways, back to Popeye, I guess. Nah, fuck that. Let's go back to Rob Williams. So, what's the first Rob Williams movie you've seen?
Oh, shit. Okay, and honestly, it might have been Aladdin, dude. It might have been Aladdin.
Hey, never had a friend like me.
Never had a friend like me. You know that part of his will was to lock down all of his voice takes for 25 years.
Really? Why?
It's because he hates Disney, dude. Because he made sure that his voice wasn't used for the remakes in his will. Also,
he knew there was gonna be a remake.
Of course, they remake everything, and he saw it too. And also, like, he had a lot of extra like voice outtakes playing Aladdin because of the video games and all the other stuff he's done. So they have all his voice on just backlog. But he hates him because he wasn't. I think he same thing with Dave Chappelle. He wasn't getting paid for it,
Right?
And he's like, fuck that shit.
They actually fucked him out of a lot of money.
Oh, they fucked him out of money.
Yeah, because he wanted to record Ferngully first, and they basically made him stop recording Ferngully halfway and then focus solely on Aladdin. And then
Wait, what was he recording? Ferngully?
Ferngully.
And they made him stop. Yeah, no, I don't know it, but they made him stop so he can do
I've heard
Aladdin.
it. I've heard about it.
Yeah. So just to do Aladdin, and then they locked him in like the serious contract and everything.
And then they locked him into Aladdin.
But he put that as a stipulation.
Damn.
He's always had some shit against Disney.
Yeah.
Even though like a lot of his big hitters were Disney, he's always had some shit against them.
Better do as I say, bitch. Fuck that, man.
Yeah, no. He had a lot of issues with Disney and just the people he worked with, and then and he did amazing in Jumanji.
Yeah, we brought Jumanji.
Jumanji.
I like Jumanji.
Jumanji. Yeah, well, of course, Jumanji is like up there. It's not the best.
How do you think he would like the new ones?
I think he would have hated it.
You think he would have hated it?
I think he would have hated it. There's no real like. It's a video game, man.
See, I would love to see Jack Black and Rob Williams in a movie together. If they did like a Jumanji and they were like brothers or some shit, that could have been cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've ever been in a movie before, but that's like some dream casting I would do.
Dude, I think they would have been amazing together. Wait, has Robin Williams and Jim Carrey ever been together?
That I know of, I don't know.
Jason Sudeikis reveals how Ted Lasso was inspired by Robin Williams. Have you ever seen Ted Lasso?
I heard of it. I've not seen it.
I haven't seen it. It's supposed to be great. Sarah's saying it's great.
It's the best television show on Apple TV that no one is watching.
Oh, that's the thing. Nobody has fucking Apple TV.
What is Apple TV?
Nobody has Apple fucking TV. That's why no one's seen it.
I mean, Jason Sudeikis is pretty funny though.
Oh no, I love Jason Sudeikis.
They renewed it for
2 more seasons.
Well,
And then it got canceled on the second.
Well, they have no other shows left, so
Yeah, I don't know. You only have Apple TV because you got it for free.
Fair enough.
There you go. Fair enough.
dude.
I thought I'd share a fun Robin Williams fact that just came out today.
Just came out today. Okay.
It's a little ironic.
Yeah, ironic.
Or a coincidence. I can never tell.
I don't
the
know.
difference.
That like I said, the anniversary of Popeye is this weekend. Yes, we
I-
record these early.
Yes. I mean, no, we don't. We do it the day of. This is live right now.
Yeah, it's live.
Happening.
We're celebrating right now.
Dude.
I don't know. Okay, so look, we tried talking about Popeye. Obviously, there's not that much.
I can't. I want to keep going back to it, but there's something else to say. It's a bad movie that did not age well.
We keep reminiscing
we was talking about the good times with Rob Williams.
All right, let's be real. We haven't done this on this podcast yet, and I've been drinking. Let's get serious.
Oh my God,
let's talk about his
again?
let's talk about his depression, bro.
Wait, before that, can we say a positive note? He named his daughter Zelda.
Fucking Zelda.
Obviously after the game.
Ocarina of Time, dude. Like,
he's a huge game fan.
yeah, he's a huge game fan. His daughter, her Twitter is the best because she just
Yeah,
posts
she seems so super nice.
super nice, super sweet on her Twitter. She constantly posts like positive stuff. She posts good times with her dad, like little memories, stuff that he did. He played all the best dad roles. Like he was always, well, apart from World's Greatest Dad,
And RV.
but he was always that kind of like that dad that like me who didn't grow up with my dad, you don't even know your dad.
Well,
your dad,
hang on.
Your dad ignores you.
My dad is in film right now.
Your
Currently,
dad dumped you.
he was in Fight Club. You might
For
have seen
Fight
the movie.
Club.
All right, doesn't
He
matter.
dumped you for Fight Club.
Doesn't matter.
So, like, I don't know. It's like growing up, the reason I liked him so much was because he was kind of like my father figure.
Yeah, it's like a TV dad.
Exactly. And it was like Mrs. Doubtfire was like, why can't my dad be around like this dad?
Right. I
wants
wanted to
be?
throw a house party and do dance and jump around.
Exactly. It was like he was so much fun and positive, and like even like he was always that dad, that husband that like was fun, that you want to be around, that person that inspires you to be better. Patch Adams, that balloon scene, that shit was dope. It's like shit. I want to get married so I could do that with my wife. Just litter the house with balloons and then make her clean it up. But yeah, he was super inspirational. So that's why it impacted me so much when he died. A
Are you crying?
little bit.
I can see it. You're a little glassy eyed.
A little bit.
I'm trying not to cry because I'm looking at you cry.
Yeah.
All right, so we're not gonna do that right now. But yeah, I
I'm
agree.
drinking.
He's a great like person you can connect with on like
No.
like an intimate level. Like, dude, like I wish my dad was like that, or like it's.
But
He just did it so well.
yeah, but it's it's kind of sad. So it reminds me of Watchmen, the line with for Rorschach, the whole the Pagliacci joke, where it's like that's like guy goes to a doctor and says, "Hey, I'm like feeling sad," and he's like, "Oh, I got the greatest like remedy for that. Go, the great Pagliacci's in town. Go see him, and and he'll cheer you up." And he's like, "But doctor, I'm the great Pagliacci." And it's like that's how I felt. It reminds me every time of like that joke for Watchmen. And it's like you see a positive version. So I mean, I guess we just got to stick to all the good messages that he brought around, because he was a huge advocate also for just people being good. He was like another version of like Robin Williams. I mean, not
Another
Robin,
version of
sorry,
Robin.
another version of Mr. Rogers.
Hello, neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
I'm glad we're together again, and I'm in your backyard.
Watch me tie my shoes.
Oh, I like how you tie your shoes. So, all
Now you want to see my sock puppets?
right, it's gonna get weird. Just like I gotta stop myself.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a part of that neighborhood.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
dude. So Rob Williams is an icon in many ways, in TV, movies, and we just, like I said, we connect him in such a high level, and we hold him in high regard. So when he did pass, it was tough for a lot of people.
A lot of people. You feel like we'll ever get another? Like,
Another person like Rob Williams?
Yeah.
No, because you'll never have a friend like him. You set me up for that. I
did.
You did.
That wasn't even planned, and I hate you for that because that was so clean.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know. Where are we on time? It's in the top left corner.
Yours are left. There you go.
32 minutes.
32?
Anything else? Anything else we should like?
You,
I mean, we don't want to get into this like drunk, depressing talk, which
well,
you usually do.
you were ready for that talk.
Yes,
And I thought it
because
was like a therapy session for
It
you
was
or
a theory.
something.
Yeah, I mean, it's because it's
Name for our show, House of D.
Oh, yeah.
he stole House of D. Wait,
Yeah.
how?
Well, apparently there was this movie that he was in called House of D, and I didn't know that name existed or that movie existed when
So
when
you
I
stole
wrote
it
the
from
little thing.
him.
I didn't steal it. I didn't know it existed. So I might have to change that, and I hope his people don't come after me.
You can't be copyrighted unless you're actually stealing the show, not just the name. Because there's a lot of different shows with the same name.
There are so many like shades of gray and shit and like copyright stuff. I don't even want to fucking delve into that.
Transformative.
Success of our show, House of D.
Was House of D like a comedy?
Yes, it was a comedy. It definitely wasn't. It wasn't drama.
But it wasn't better than ours. Was ours drama?
Oh,
Like, was it
his. Oh, no, I've never seen it.
the Robin Williams one?
No, I haven't seen it.
No? All right.
Well, I guess we can wrap it up now.
I guess so.
Because if we keep talking about Rob Williams, we're gonna get sad, and I don't want us to be sad. I want us to end on a high note.
And also we got pizza.
Oh yeah, there's
waiting.
pizza waiting for us.
Pizza waiting.
All right, well, I can't say no to pizza. Well,
Pizza.
thank you guys for joining us this time. Once again, I am Detective Artemis. You can find this on all podcast platforms, and you can follow us at Movie Melee as well on YouTube. So there's that.
Yeah, and I'm Journey, and you know what? Stick to the good times.
It's a drink to a decade. Because we drink and we watch things. Happy 40th anniversary, Popeye, you weird bastard.